Boom, coming in hot, Chinchy, on a Friday, baby. How we doing, cuz?
Good. We're coming in hot because you just, right before we started, you got a FaceTime from one of your kids. What just happened?
My son Jake just texted me. He's like, Dad, I need some fatherly advice. I'm like, what do you need? You know, is everything all right? He's like, yeah, how do I jump my car? I'm like, he left his battery, left the lights on. His car is like older, you know?
Yeah.
And he was there with his girlfriend. I go, well, do you have jumper cables? He's like, yeah, I got jumper cables. I go, dude, here's what you do. Hang up with me, go to YouTube.
That's exactly right.
Type in how to jump a car, because I've done it, and in 3 minutes later, you'll be jumping that car.
It's so funny you're saying that. My sister-in-law had a baby 3.5 years ago, and literally she learned how to be a mother from YouTube. I don't mean like how to be a mother, but I mean like all the stuff because, dude, this day and age, like, you know, like setting up all the devices in the different rooms with the audio thing and all the everything's like automated pumps and you gotta like put everything together. She learned everything about the technical aspects of parenting from YouTube. It's unbelievable. Everything's on there. Dude, we learned how to do this from YouTube. I Google YouTube
That's
stuff.
Right. Oh, dude, how many times do we go to YouTube? Like, how the hell do we get the mic right? How do we do this? How do we do that?
Tutorials, man.
Incredible.
It's a way to go. Dude, it's funny. Wait, you know, I've been considering pulling the trigger on this one thing. You know how there's those master classes? People do those sometimes. You know, you pay an exorbitant amount of money, but you get all these classes from like celebrities. This isn't master class. It's some other thing, but I keep getting it, and I kind of want to do it. David Blaine teaches you over like 4 weeks, like 5 of his like most fun, amazing magic tricks.
Magic tricks? Oh, bro, that's worth it.
You think? I can't find a price because you know when you go into like a really fancy car dealership and there's no prices on the cars, or if you go into a really fancy restaurant, there's no prices on the menu. There's no price on this thing yet, so I can only imagine like for David Blaine to teach you 5 amazing tricks that you can do at every party for the rest of your life. How much would you pay for that? How much would you pay? I'd pay $100 at least.
100%, bro.
Would you pay 500? Would you pay $100 a trick?
Yeah, if he's like, you know what, you're no doubt gonna learn these, dude. 100%, I would.
Yeah, if he could teach you how to levitate like he does, I would do it for like $5,000.
Yeah, bro. Let me see. I just go like this.
You stand on your toes. That's all. Anyway, all right, get shit right there. Who's our boy that Dempster's a magician, right? Doesn't Ryan Dempster know magic?
Oh, Dempster, yeah, Dempster, dude. Recently, when I was at that heroic event, Brian Kane, who was on our show a couple weeks ago, he did an unbelievable keynote speech, and one of the things he did was a magic trick.
Really?
And I'm like, that's really cool. Brian Kane, I didn't even know he knew magic, but obviously he learned a magic trick, and I'm entertained.
I love it.
You know?
I'm always the one, I don't care how bad, or even if they're really bad, it's really funny to watch a magician. A bad magician's even funnier. You can see like the bird like sneaking around in his shirt before he does the thing or whatever. Anyway, what do you got? You got an update? Did we get the cables jumped?
No, he just said he's still working on it.
Okay. All right. We'll keep updating everybody on if we got the car jumped before the show is over. Anyway. All right.
Dude,
so
I just ordered. I would just call my buddy really quick too. My buddy Carmen, who gets me my grass-fed beef. You know.
Oh, okay.
I ordered 7 filet mignons, and the bill was really high.
Oh boy.
I ordered like 7 fillets. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just called him. I was like, "Hey, bro, what happened?"
What? You're there?
I am. Hang on a second. What? I don't see you, dude. Hang on. I don't know what just happened, but
You're still on.
there you are.
Okay.
So I ordered like 7 filet mignons, and
Yeah.
and I just got the bill. I called him back. I was like, "Hey, bro,
Dude.
is this bill right for the 7 filet mignons?"
Dude, meat is expensive, man. On my butcher.
And that's what he said. He goes, "Meat during the holidays is more expensive because I got my son. My son's coming home, dude. And it's like, it's like you might as well have 2 cows.
Yeah, you gotta feed.
Like,
you have to. You need like those big dog food bags for your big huge family. That's what you need.
Bro, it's incredible what these kids eat. It's phenomenal. Like
Dude, your kids are enormous.
Through steaks, I go ripping through steaks like I used to go through Fruity Pebbles in 3rd grade.
No, I do too. I love that stuff, man. I have a butcher. It's like $50 minimum for a delivery. All I need to do is order one. You order like 1 piece of meat and you cover it for the $50.
Yes,
it's unbelievable. All right, another guy who can spend a lot of money on his meat. Carlos Rodon's a Yankee, bro. He's a Yankee.
Nice segue, bro.
Thank you. I'm learning.
So
what do you think?
Yeah, Dude, you know what? I love it for Aaron Boone. I love it for Cashman, the Yankees. This is what they needed, man. You know, because you saw them sign Judge. You're like, all right, that's a great sign because he's the best player in baseball right now, offensively. But then you still think, well, all right, they're the same team as last year. Where They just couldn't get over the hump. The reason they got crushed by the Astros. They ran into a buzzsaw of pitching, a plethora of starters that could also come in relief. You know, they had 7 frontline starters, the Astros, that they were using like, oh yeah, bring Garcia and bring Urquidy in the 6th, 7th, 8th, you know, pitch 4 more great innings. At the end of the day, if you want to win the whole thing in the big leagues now, it's still on the bump. On the mound is where you do it. You got to have power arms. You got to have nastiness, especially postseason time. The Yankees aren't building for the regular season. They're going to win games. They got to win in the postseason. And they knew this year when they got swept by the Astros, we're not good enough on the bump at the end of the day because great pitching always beats great hitting. It's the bottom line.
End of story.
You might run into a couple hits here and there, but over the course of 9 innings, you got great pitching, you're going to beat great hitting. So I don't care how stacked your lineup is. If you can't shut down people, you're not going to win games. So Carlos Rodon, for me, when he's healthy, Chinch, guy's filthy, bro. He's got, you know, he's throwing 98-mile-an-hour heaters with a little tilt on it. He's got a wipeout slider. This guy's a frontline starter. The biggest thing for him has been health. You know, can he stay healthy? And he has the last couple years, and good for him because he's been healthy during his free agent years, which has been huge. So it's a great sign for the Yankees, dude. It really is, and it makes them that much better.
Yeah, 12K per 9 this year led the bigs, or at least led the National League. Also, think about that the American League now. Like you talk about addition by subtraction by addition. Yankees add him. Astros lose Verlander. You know, check the box to the Yankees on that one. You kind of seemed like he had a little bit of an off season that was a little bit better than the other guys who did make some offensive signings. And it's interesting. The Yankees obviously get Judge back, but they needed a pitcher. They got a pitcher. Astros went after offense, and that's where they're at.
Do you hear music? What's
No.
going on here? Dude, I have the Beastie Boys playing in my ear. Are you playing that?
No.
Can't stand it. I know you planned it.
That's a great song, but no.
It's
Sabotage?
Watergate. Hang on. I don't know what's happening, bro. This is ridiculous.
We're going to keep this rolling, though. I like this.
Hang on.
All right.
I'm just such not a... Hang on, bro.
You were all set up just a minute ago.
Sabotage. I don't know what's happening. Just give me 1 second, brother.
Okay, you go right ahead. I'm going to read off some stats from him while you're doing that. Last 2 years, finished 5th in a SI, 6th in a SI. He's 27...
Is it in my phone?
13 over the last 2 years. ERA 2.37.
Incredible, dude.
Then 2.88. Are you still rocking us out? What's going on here?
Dude, Beastie Boys is playing in my ears.
It's unbelievable.
Full tilt.
Can you?
And I can hear you too. This has never happened to me in my life.
What are those shady earbuds you got? You don't go with, what is
These
that?
are Bose. My Bose. I think Bose and Apple, dude, they're literally
They're not simpatico. They don't
they're in
get,
cahoots.
oh. For those of you at home, Sean is staring into the screen.
I just have no idea what's happening here. Hang on a second, bro.
All right.
I'm trying to get out.
It's fine.
And it won't.
Pause for a minute.
At least it's a good song. I wish you could hear it. I'm trying. Oh, maybe it's Apple Music. Hang on. Oh yeah, Beastie Boys, Apple Music.
Oh, we figured it out, everybody. We're back.
Hang on. Boom. Okay.
Oh, you hit the
Oh my
play
God,
on the...
I just got out of it and it won't let me get out. Hang on.
What do you mean? You're still
Oh,
in?
that was, dude. It's incredible. I just paused it. No, I've never had that happen. I don't know.
Is it the little red button? Is it the little?
Yeah.
I know that happens to me all the time because I'm constantly going in and out of like the Roadcaster thing, and you know you got to change all your audio on your computer versus this and that. Every once in a while, I'll just start. Sometimes I'm in a really big meeting, and I'll hit the Apple Music thing by mistake, and like Adele will just be like, "Rumor has it," and Tony Petit's like, "What the hell is that? What is that? Mute yourselves! Somebody mute yourself!" And I'm just cranking music in the back.
Tony's going nuts. Oh my God, It's so funny.
Yes. Anyway, okay, so we did the Rodon thing. Yankees, all good. What's left now? What's left out there for anybody? Slim Pickens?
Well, Swanson.
Swanson. is out there.
There's some second tier guy. Well, Bassett's gone. Bassett went to the Blue Jays, right?
Yeah, I think you have a lot. Oh, hey, how about everybody going after your Pirates, dude, and they won't trade him?
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
dude,
your take on
they
it?
got no. Well, if they get rid of Reynolds, they have nobody, dude.
So you got to do it. You got to keep somebody.
I don't know. But also, do you want to keep somebody that doesn't want to be there? That's not.
That's the other issue. It's a very strange situation there. Another guy I heard. I'm still thinking about Conforto, man. I'd take a flyer on Conforto from anybody.
Yeah, what's going on with Conforto?
I don't know. The Yankees need a right fielder. Put him in right, bat him eighth for the first month of the season. You got no pressure. Your lineup's already good. Give that a shot.
I think the Yankees would like to bring back Benintendi if they can.
Yes, but they don't want him for that long. Like I think it's like 5 years or something like that. Oh, hey, dude, I heard this yesterday. Red Sox want Swanson.
Oh, I saw that too.
Which would
you know what's crazy, dude? You let Bogarts walk, but then
Right.
you're going to sign Swanson to a big deal. That makes zero sense to me.
Unless that's some sort of hardcore, crazy analytical reasoning behind it. That sometimes these teams use those analytics instead of looking at the actual guy. But yeah, you're replacing basically your fans' favorite player, who's the best player on your team, with a fan favorite from another. I just can't believe people don't want to. I guess you get marketed out of things if you're the Braves sometimes, but God, how do you not keep Swanson? How do you not keep Swanson on that roster? He's a leader and everything, and so I don't know. He's in good shape though, man. If you are a free agent, and the teams that are battling for you are the Boston Red Sox and the LA Dodgers, and the Cubs, you're going to make a lot of money, like a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, no, those are the right guys to be battling for you. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and then so there's a couple other lower tiers, like so the next. I think what we're going to start seeing in the next couple of weeks are like you said, the next tier guys, like Michael Wacha. All of a sudden is like, if you don't have pitching, you got to go get Michael Wacha because he's probably next on the list of most functional starting pitchers out there.
Yeah, I agree, dude. You're really trying to go down to that next tier of guys.
Yeah. And what else is this? Rumors. The players. Let's see. How Adam Frazier's signings impact the Gold Glovers. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. We're kind of like, it's almost like all the dust has settled, other than when Swanson lands, and other than that.
Also, when you go back to the Red Sox, there's a lot of talk. They say in Wacha, Orioles are looking at Michael Wacha right now.
Yes.
But also, dude, with all these guys signing, we were talking about this on the network the other day. All these guys signing, the Red Sox let Bogarts go. Devers and Bogarts are super tight. You got to open up you got to back up the Brinks truck to sign Devers. I think we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
But now you're starting to see what's happening. Yeah, what's happening is you need to have teams start signing their big time players. So that's just another one that's one of the big news stories here.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
Yeah, things are this time of year. Things will probably right after the winter meetings will slow down. But
yeah. Well, apparently Boston's top priority right now, even if they're going after Swanson, their number one priority is extending and long-terming Devers. That's what Heyman says. Quote, this is one baseball executive said this directly to Heyman. They have to give him whatever he wants. Can they really let him go too? It's a great point. That's what we've been saying, you know? You let Bogarts go and then you let Devers go, you're screwed. Like, what are you telling your fans?
No, but that's what I mean. Then you're the Rays. You're like, oh yeah, the Red Sox, they're doing a great job of cutting payroll, and they really are grinding it out with these great prospects. No, you're the Red Sox. You don't do that.
No.
That's what the Pirates do. That's what the Reds do. That's what the Rays do.
Yep.
Not the Red Sox. You go sign the big dogs.
Yes, exactly.
And if you already have them on your team, you figure it out.
Yeah, here's one more note on Conforto, and maybe this is why it's taking so much longer. His agent is Boris. Strike one. Not strike one. I mean, Boris is one of the greatest in the world, whether you love him or hate him. So that's why that's probably taking a while. Also, he wants a short-term contract of, quote, probably a couple years with an opt-out, says Boris. And, of course, Boris says he's back to full health. So, and he says they're talking to a number of teams. I don't know how you could. If you can get him cheap, I would just give him a shot.
Yeah.
He could hit 300 with 28 homers if he's healthy, right?
Yeah, and he had a great year he didn't take their qualifying offer.
No.
The Mets, and then didn't get a contract. So.
No, which is a terrible situation. Did you ever play with a guy that's happened to? Have you ever played with a guy who?
I remember Pokey Reese back in the day, and the Reds offered him like 4 years, $20 million, and he turned it down. And then he ended up getting traded, went to the Pirates, and I don't know if he ever made that kind of money again. He made decent money, but never that. I always remember being like, "Geez, that's
terrible." The worst was that guy. There was a dude on the Padres a few years ago who had like 40.
Yeah.
What was his name? Oh my God.
Is it the catcher?
Yes. Oh my God. He had a chance to make like $65 million and wound up signing for like $2 million.
Hundley.
Was that Hundley? No, not Todd Hundley. It was no.
No, not Todd Hundley. It was the other.
Yes. Wait, Hundley. That was terrible.
Hundley.
I don't think he ever played again.
Hundley.
Nick
Hundley.
That's it. Ugh.
Yeah. Then he got offered like $90 million for the Padres. Turned it down.
Yes.
Went to the Yankees. Had a couple nice years, but never got offered that money.
Yeah. How about this? He now works. Do you know what he does right now? He works for Chris Young with the Texas Rangers. Interesting. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Good for him.
Yeah. But that's why sometimes you got to take the money when it's in front of you. I mean, there's only very few times in life that Aaron Judge happens.
No, I think I told you I got offered 5 years for $33 million, and my agent was at the time was like, "Hey, listen, we think you get a couple more million." And I was like, "If you don't sign that contract right now," I was like, "You don't even." I go, "You need to," and I was like, back when you had faxes, "You need to fax that to me ASAP." I'm signing it. I'm about to have a heart attack. I never see that kind of money. My dad made $33,000 a year.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! How nervous were you waiting for that fax?
Oh, dude, so nervous. Hey, Chintz. Yeah. The most amazing thing was, Chintz, when I got the offer. Bro, you don't understand. When you get the offer, and you see those numbers, 5.6, 6.8, 7.6, 8.5 with an option, you're just like,
oh God.
What? Like, you literally, I just won the lottery.
Right.
I don't even care. I don't want the most money. I just want to sign this.
Right.
Knowing that, if I'm not an idiot, I should be set for a long time, and my kids, and all that stuff. It's just incredible. It's life-changing money if you get offered that. And I remember my first year in the minors, Billy Williams, not Billy Williams from the Cubs. It was another Billy Williams, rest his soul. He died a few years ago. He was my first hitting coach in the minor leagues in Watertown, New York. And I remember him getting together with us, and we were going to a hitters meeting. He goes, "Listen, guys," he goes, "you just got to get up there. You got to have one big year, because that one big year will get you that one big contract, and then you're set for life." And I don't know why I remember that. I just remember that conversation thinking, well, we're 5 levels from the minors, so we're 5 levels from the big leagues. So, but I remember that, man, that would be incredible to get up there and just have one big year. And he's right. If you have one big year, a team will offer you something. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Well, like Eric Burns' best year was one of the greatest, all around seasons ever, and that got him paid for the rest of his life. And then he kind of finished that contract off and then retired. Sometimes it's just the best way to do it. That's why I feel really great for the guys who are like the 34, 35-year-old guy that finally gets that 3-year deal when he's been grinding all his career and been kind of middle-level player, and they finally get it, and they can just take it to the bank. Must be nice, man. What is that like? Does that not was there a point where you sat down and go, "Oh my God, why do I get all this? What am I going to do with this?" Did you ever get were you nervous? What am I going to do with all this money? How do I do it right? Or you were just fuck this, let me go get a Benz.
Dude, I was so no. I was so lucky, bro. My best friend, who my best friend Jay Adams, who was my roommate in college 4 years, he went in so when I got drafted my junior year. We went back for our senior year. He went into the financial planning business back then.
Oh, perfect.
So I gave him I had $20,000 at the time. I'm like, here's $20,000. He's like, all right, cool. But then when I signed that deal, bro, we made a pact that. Remember Hal Moore's telling me my first year in the big leagues, he goes, "Bro, you're gonna make some money in this game," and you don't think that then. I'm making $140,000. I'm like, "Oh, really, really?" He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna." I'm like, "Oh God." He's like, "Save now and play later." He's like, "Save everything you get, save everything." So I remember I was like, okay. So I remember when I started making some money, started making a few $1 million, I would send it all to Jay.
Wow.
So I literally had a $300,000 house in Florida. I bought one thing I did buy. I bought a Lexus LX 470 because for the first 3 years in the big leagues, I was driving that Honda Accord with a dent in the front. You know what I mean? So when I could finally afford it, dude, I drove that car for 12 years. My whole time in the big leagues, I had the same car, same house, and just all the money that I made in the big leagues, basically, I just sent to my buddy Jay, who invested it, and you know, it's incredible.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So, like, did I know what I was going to do with it? Yeah, I was going to save it. I was scared to death to spend it. That's why.
Such a good move. Such a good move.
That's why I have these nice Christmas trees.
Yes, exactly.
I was able to afford this beautiful Christmas tree.
Yeah, that's not the pop-up one like we were talking about. That's like a nice fake tree. All right, great. Dude, I am slammed this weekend. There's 3 football games tomorrow in the NFL.
Oh, is there really?
Yes. We have a family Christmas party during the day, and then I'm covering the late game, which starts at like 8:45.
Jess cooking?
No, we're going to. This is what we do. This is smart on Jess's side of family because they live all over the place. Some in Connecticut, some in Brooklyn, some in Staten Island, some on Long Island. So we can't always get together every year for like Christmas or Christmas Eve. So we do a pre-Christmas. So we're celebrating Christmas tomorrow with the extended side of Jess's family.
Oh, that's smart, dude.
And then that way, like, we're kind of freed up for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with, like, my family and, like, the immediate family. Works out.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And then what are you going to do tomorrow with all those games? Are you talking to 1 million people tomorrow?
No, you know, it's not that difficult because, like, once the game's happening, first of all, it's kind of easier. It's easier to analyze football than it is to analyze baseball, to be honest, because the plays are right in front of you and it's like, sure, like the pros, they know all the scheming and packaging and whatever the same way you know when somebody like Sean Casey starts talking about, like, you know, the break of an inside fastball and whatever. Of course, you guys talk about it at a whole different level. But for generally speaking, a touchdown's a touchdown. You know, a guy only runs for 5 yards. He only ran for 5 yards. So the storylines are right there more in front of you. So it's really more of like getting in, knocking out segments, and getting out of there, and just knowing that you're paying attention to the games. But it's pretty cool when I'm at a family function and I go, no, I'm working. I have to go sit down in the living room and watch the football game and not talk to anybody. It's a pretty easy job sometimes.
See you later. See you later.
But that's it.
Hey, dude, do us a favor and all our fans a favor. Let's go. Let's get Wannstedt. Get a text.
Let's do it. You want to do them next? Well, let's see. Yeah, maybe next week.
Next week.
Okay.
Text Wannstedt. Tell
I'm
him
gonna text him right now.
Yunzer wants him on. If he doesn't, I'm going to send him like Bradshaw's bourbon, like a million cases if he wants.
All right, good. I'll set it up. I'll hang up now. All right, bud.
Set it up. All right, bro. Chinchy, love you, man.
Yeah. Hey,
have a great Christmas celebration. Tell Jess I said hi.
Yeah, man.
Everyone out there, I hope you guys are in the holiday spirit. You got trees up in your house or whatever holiday you celebrate. You know, let's go. Let's go. And just want to say thanks for listening. And keep downloading, subscribing, and passing us on. And we'll see you on Monday. Chicks, love you, bro.
Love you, bud.
Get Wannstedt.
I will.
Get Wannstedt.
All right, great stuff, bro.
Blood will be born in the birth of a nation. Blood is the rose of mysterious union. Dead blood in the streets, it's up to my ankles. Blood in the streets, it's up to my knee. Blood in the streets, the town of Chicago.